yourself?
Doing well, thank you so much.
Excellent.
Your name's Laura?
Yes.
Cool.
Brian.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Brian here. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Pitch Investors Live. Where are you coming from?
I am in Lincoln University, Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool. Where's that?
I don't know if you're familiar with Oxford, or it's about 45 minutes out of Philly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was born and raised outside of Philly.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good deal. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Your video is a little choppy, but I can hear you.
Okay.
But it's good. You a Sixers fan?
I'm a SpongeBob fan. No. I don't get to watch much sports.
I got my Sixers hat right here.
We just kind of stick with SpongeBob. Oh yeah, there you go. Any Philly team's good with me, you know.
Right. All right, cool. So, so you're a mom of 6.
Yes.
And you started Diaper Diva Designs LLC. So let me hear about what you got going on.
Excellent. Well, I am a mom of 6, and I took a challenge that I had with 4 of my kids and created a product that helps to prevent toddlers and older special needs kids from undressing and taking their diapers off during their naps and bedtime. It was my 3rd child that she introduced me to this problem, and she did it in the most extreme way possible with also smeared. So that was an absolutely horrific experience. And
what is
it
that?
went on for, it's Poop Picasso. She played Picasso with her.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, it was terrible. And for 2 months this happened. So I was literally I needed a padded room built in the basement for me. Like I was done. I was ready to be done with this, and I couldn't stop it. She just kept getting out of everything anything I tried. It didn't matter. So I got on some parent forums and got some really good suggestions. And one of them was to cut the feet off of old pajamas and put them on backwards. And that did work. That did the trick. But what became the problem was I had to change her into this every single time I would lay her down for her nap. And was this little contraption. So I really just thought I needed something just to slip right over top of whatever she was down and could take off as soon as she got up. So that's where my Naked No More one piece was born. And it was actually a couple of older special needs kids that reached out when they heard that I was dealing with this and what I was doing, and asked if I would have larger sizes because they had older kids doing the same thing. So I had no idea. There's an actual term. It's called schistolia. If you look it up, it's a problem it's much more common than it is discussed, because people are embarrassed to discuss it. I mean, it's like parents get judged up and down all day as it is. So if they're dealing with this kind of a problem, they don't tend to reach out for help. So they look for solutions. If you look on the comment section of some of the ads that I ran on Facebook, you can see grandparents getting on there saying they dealt with this 40 years ago with their kids and just had to get creative because they were too embarrassed to ask for help. So I feel like the advocate for all these parents out there dealing with it. I'm not sugarcoating it. This is what it is. People deal with it, whether it's with a toddler or an older special needs child. I've actually had a friend who's a corrections officer, and he reached out to me and said that there was an inmate who did this in their cell. I mean, and I've had people reach out asking for adult sizes because they take care of, elderly patients who are, dementia, whatever it is, in their home care, and they deal with it. So it's a much more wide issue than people discuss. So I do have a design patent on it. This is my 3T right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a zipper in the back, and yeah, you got it. It's got a zipper in the back. Yeah. I don't know what's up with my camera. I don't know. I need a new phone. But it's got a zipper that's lower in the back there, and that way the kids can't reach behind themselves and grab it. The neckline's a little higher in the front, so they can't pull it off their shoulder. Armholes are a little smaller, so they can't reach into the garment. It's been thoroughly tested by my 3rd child. She tried to get out of everything. Right.
So basically the concept is you're taking, a onesie, and you're putting the zipper in the back so they can't undo it, right? Right.
And it's just, you can either wear it alone if it's warm, or you can slip it right over whatever they're wearing right before you lay them down. It's not something they have to wear all day. But I am working on right now expanding the line to include daywear and pajama options that will resemble a two-piece outfit. It looks like a shirt and pants, but it's actually a one-piece underneath, and it still zippers in the back. You still have that security, but you know, just a different option and different options as far as pajamas, you know, just to kind of make it an entire line, you know, to help all kinds of families out there.
So, all right, so you have a design patent, you said, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Have you applied for a utility patent on something like this?
I did. Well, he basically advised against it because there's nothing actually on it that's unique. I mean,
basically any carters could come out with a the same thing basically though, right? They could put a zipper in the back, right? Now, why have they not?
And I've actually gotten.
Why have they not done that?
That's a good call. Well, I got in touch with Gerber Children's Wear, actually, right before I even had, I still have my pathetic little prototype, you know, I rigged here at home, and got in touch with them and sent them a sell sheet, and they started a file on it and were interested. And then, you know, things just kind of never picked up from there. So that might be another thing I might want to reach out and reconnect with them now that I have it out. But it's been on Amazon since mid-November on FBA.
How you doing there?
I don't have any. I just broke 10,000 in sales, and I sold a little over 430 units.
10,000 sales since November?
Since November. And I'm only doing Facebook ads right now. I really haven't been able to market it any. I'm testing different Facebook ads, and that's it.
Are you doing it yourself or using an agency?
Myself.
And what type of, what do you spend in a month on Facebook ads?
I have a couple different ads running right now, and I'm only doing like $50 a piece. You know, nothing huge, but I did do an article
on that. How much? What's your revenue on that?
I've been getting at least. I had one day where I had 400 in sales just on the one day. So it's definitely the ads I'm testing. I'm testing different ads to see which ones are working, and I think the two that I have out there right now are what's generating. My biggest day was like 16 units in one day, and it was about 400 in sales. But I average maybe, 5 to 6 sales a day now.
Cool. Okay. Very cool. So what?
And I also have you have a toddler, right?
I have 2 kids. Yep.
You have a toddler? Yes. Well, I have also soon to be patent pending on a stay put changing pad cover that I'm also working on, because I don't know one toddler who likes to stay still for a diaper change. So that's also in the works.
Tough thing. I know. Yeah, I have a 2.5-year-old and a 5-month-old. So I have, fortunately, I guess, not experienced this issue.
Yes, fortunate.
So, okay. So what's the plan? What are you looking to do from here?
Right here, I'm kind of looking, that's my goal by the end of the year is to have my expanded line out and the changing pad cover out. But I need somebody to help me get the word out, and I need to expand it and get it to that next level. And it's all uncharted territory, just like this whole process has been for me. Right. But, just to partner up with the next, people or who can get me to that next level.
Now, do you need money?
As far as that right now, I'm still working out the pricing on the expanded line. My original design is covered. It's debt free, but the expanded line and the changing pad cover, there's 9 additional styles with that. And then there's, so I'm still working out the pricing on that. So I'm not quite sure if I will need money yet or not on that, but I definitely need some marketing help.
Forget even the expanded line, like what, focusing on what you've got right now, in order to scale it, because, what do you need to do to scale at this point right now? There's a couple ways to go. You could try to approach different brick and mortars. You could try to approach licensing opportunities, or you could try to scale it yourself. You could, increase your Facebook marketing, Instagram, increase your Amazon marketing, all that stuff, right? I mean, if I were you, I would build a new website also. I think your website needs a little more work and optimization, and make your Facebook marketing real and legitimate. Like right now you don't have pixels installed on your site, so you don't know, Facebook's not able to track any, any data or any collection that's coming through your site. You're not able to retarget people, so Like, in order to do all that,
Right.
do you need money to do all that?
Well, it's definitely not my area of expertise, so I would probably need some help there. Yeah.
So, okay, so you need help.
You
Have
know,
you gone to any agencies at all to help you with that? Any digital marketing agencies to help
I
you on the digital
haven't
side?
because I haven't. I'm trying to get like that's my thing is the cost. I'm trying to do as much as I can on my own and keep the cost
Right.
where it is, and
Okay, so to
so
really scale, you do need money to scale.
I would need money to scale.
Okay.
Yeah, for
How much
sure.
inventory do you have right now?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How much inventory do you have right now?
I have about 500, no, a little under 500 pieces here, and I just ordered another set. So
Okay, cool.
I just placed that maybe 2 days ago. So, and I do see shipping, so that'll be here in probably about, it's going to be a bit. So I wanted to give them some time.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So what's your goal with coming on Pitch Investors Live?
Well, I guess just to get the word out, and I couldn't pass up an opportunity to pitch somebody of your
Right.
caliber. So I just kind of, just to get as many people to know about it as possible at this point, and then go from there if something looks like it'll work or.
Okay. I lost you here. All right.
It keeps
Gotcha.
going in and out. That's
What goes in and out?
the sound. It's
Oh, it is?
popping it. I don't know if it's my yeah. It's like kind of like, but we're good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay, so you're looking to get the word out. Are you looking for a partner to help, with marketing, distribution, strategy, financing,
For sure.
or
Any,
okay,
I'm open to any suggestion. Any suggestion, whether it's I'm open to anything. Just whatever can get it to that next and get, whether it's licensing, whether it's partnering up with I'm open.
gotcha. Okay. Cool. So let me ask you this question. So, like, really, what is stopping, the big people in this industry from doing this, right? Because because in my mind,
Really
like in
nothing.
my mind, you're kind of like, although the solution you're solving is good, it's very niche, right? It's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. Like, listen, I've never heard of anyone ever with this problem, but doesn't mean it's not out there. I have, a lot of
Right.
friends. My wife has a lot of friends in who have kids around my kids' age. I've never heard of anyone having this issue, but doesn't mean it's not there. So it seems to me you're solving kind of a niche problem. Like, is that why you think some of these big guys haven't come out with something like this?
Maybe it could be. I mean, but that's it. Like as many people that don't have a toddler that do it, the whole older special needs market was a whole nother one I didn't even realize existed either. And it's very common among the older kids because it's a sensory issue with them. So that's a whole nother area that, I didn't even know about. And my first two didn't do this. So I had no idea that this was a problem myself until my third brought it to my attention.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. So I think kind of for that, like, we focus on trying to find as much mass marketable products as possible. This scares me a little bit too, with the fact that there's nothing proprietary about it. You're just creating a onesie that has a zipper in the back. Which I think if you get any level of success, that the big guys may come out and create their own version of it. Which I mean, I guess doesn't scare me because we could utilize our marketing machine and all that to build revenue. But it makes me think that the problem isn't large, right? So it's kind of outside of what you normally look for. But I'll kind of give you some advice. What I would do is, one, I don't know what budget you have, but I would find someone to build you a new website first. Okay.
Okay.
I would make it, more, more efficient for online sales. Make it a legitimate
Shopify.
I would go to Shopify 100%. Build a new website.
Good deal.
Okay. I would shoot some video. I don't know what type of video you have. I don't see any video on your website. I would shoot some video, And it
It's
doesn't need
not
to be,
good.
yeah, but I would hire someone to professionally do it. It doesn't need to be expensive. You can spend a couple
Mm-hmm.
grand, or you find someone local, few hundred maybe. I don't know. I mean, I would shoot some video,
Mm-hmm.
um, and really kind of showcase the problem and the solution, the features, the benefits, and make it somewhat entertaining. So it's engaging. Also, I would utilize
Mm-hmm.
that video to then go into Facebook and do kind of real marketing on Facebook. You need to set up yourself
Gotcha.
to succeed. Right now, you're just kind of doing it yourself. It's okay, but if you really want to scale it, you're gonna have to do some things in the right way. And so I
Mm-hmm.
would try to find a low level agency who could work on very small budgets to help you with that. Um,
Good deal.
Amazon, I'm not sure what you're doing on Amazon. You could maybe just keep pushing. Maybe let me look at your Amazon listing. Um, I would. It's not terrible. Maybe add more to your product description and make it a different format than this and just one long paragraph. But your Amazon's not
Mm-hmm.
terrible. It's actually pretty good. Um, let me see. You have a lot of SKUs, which is sometimes an issue because a lot of inventory you need to carry. A lot of sizes, right?
Okay.
Sizes and
Yeah.
colors and all that.
Right. Right. It's from 9 to 12 months all the way up to youth 14.
And have you ever gone to any? Then the last thing I would do. Have you ever gone to any trade shows in the kids?
I haven't yet.
Okay, I would do that too. And that could be good or bad for you, right? That could be
Mm-hmm.
where you walk out. The problem with trade show to get a booth, you gotta, it's probably gonna cost you $5 to $10 to do all in. Maybe you can find another company where you could be in their booth or whatnot. We've seen that. So I would somehow find a way to go to a
Gotcha.
good to a good kids trade show, and then talk to the retailers, talk to distributors, talk to reps, because you're going to get traffic at your booth and
Mm-hmm.
people are going to be walking by. Just try to talk to people and see what they say. It could be good or bad. They may love it. They may hate it. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows?
Right.
And see what
Right.
type of opportunities you can pursue that way. But, I think, first and foremost, website, video, maybe a little bit more, Facebook, find someone who can really help you there.
Gotcha.
And do you need manufacturing help, or are you good on the manufacturing side?
I'm good there. I'm really happy with them. There's been a couple, you probably just saw on my Amazon how I had a couple of reviews come back where they said that it tore easily. And out of 400, some odd sales, I've had literally a handful of people come back and say
Right.
that. So I think it would probably, down to a batch maybe.
Right.
But I did address it with the manufacturer, and actually I'm expecting my sample today with the reinforced seams because kids are pulling on this. They're trying to get it
good.
off. So
Good.
it's going to need
Crack
to
the
be
whip
a
in
little
your
extra.
manufacturing.
Exactly. So she's actually sending me a sample of that today before they do my next run. But
Cool.
they've been great. They've been great. So yes.
Very cool. Have you tried any Google advertising at all?
I haven't. No.
Okay. That may be good too because
That's another avenue.
yeah, that may be
Okay.
good also because Google's a lot kind of intent based where people are searching for a specific solution to a problem that they're having right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a mom,
Mm-hmm.
you go into Google and you search. I don't even know what you search for something like this, but
Exactly. Exactly.
but figure that out, right? You can figure that out. You
Right.
can do some research, and and try to take their attention when they're searching for this specific problem, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That could work too, depending on how large. That's the thing. If it's not a large, if your audience isn't that large for something like this, then it could be tough. I don't know.
Yep. That's the hard part because so many people are dealing with it but not talking about it, So that's like
How many people are dealing with it?
That's the hard part about the whole thing.
Are there stats about how many people are dealing with it?
I don't know. I guess I could find that out, right?
You probably-
But, I did
you
a
probably
poll
should know
in
that.
one of the moms.
You probably
I
should
did
know
a poll in one of the moms groups you know, and just like things like that, asking if they've ever dealt with it or know somebody who has. And about 70, I think out of 200 people that answered the poll, 176 came back and said that they did.
Really?
So,
Wow.
yeah. They knew somebody who dealt with it. They dealt with it themselves or yeah. So
Interesting.
it's pretty interesting when you put it out there. Yeah. And that's where I'm seeing a lot of my, you know, on the comments from my ads and the things that I'm in the comment threads there. Like people are, they're talking about it. And
I mean, shoot,
so,
I'll ask my wife. I've never heard of it, but
mm-hmm.
maybe my wife has. I don't know.
I've actually had people tag me and
huh?
Yeah. I've had people tag me in some of these posts where the parents actually would post a picture of their child right after they walked into the room. And, you know, so, I mean, there are a few people that will put it out there like that. I guess they're not afraid of it, but most people don't want to talk about it. Most people don't want to hear judgment and, you know.
Yeah. I got
So whether they're trying to not feel judged themselves or whether they're trying to protect the integrity of their child, if it's an older kid, you know, whatever it is. But it's not fun. Whatever it is, it will drive you nuts. And if you can't stop it, that was about it for me. I couldn't. We had just brought home her Irish twin brother from the hospital, so we were going through our sleep deprivation, and she was just about, you know, to turn 1 when she decided to start pulling this, and it was crazy. So, and I talked to one mother of 2 autistic boys who dealt with it for 10 years with both of her boys. So, it's not fun. And if you can prevent it, and, you know, and that's why I'm trying to put it out there exactly for what it's for, you know, so people, you know, I'm not sugarcoating it. This is the problem.
You can make some funny videos.
But my first 2, oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, my first 2 didn't do this. And again, she was the only one that did the smearing part of it. Now my 4th, when he started, he tended to just pick the diaper apart itself. So the little gel beads that you can't clean up were everywhere. Yeah. So, and then the last 2, I already had my prototypes. They didn't mess with it as much. As soon as they started, I popped my prototype right on them and they were good. And they didn't even try. Right. They didn't try and continue it as much as the other 2. So I was ready.
Man,
you just never know.
All right, can I have your email or you shoot me an email? Do you have my email address?
Absolutely. I believe I do.
Right, it's Brian at kevinharrington.tv. You heard?
Okay. Yes, I do have that. Yeah, I got it.
Well, shoot me an email. Give me your contact info. I'll go ask my wife. We also have someone that we work with that's pretty big in the baby world. I'll ask them what they think. So just shoot me your info, so I have it. And you know, if there's anything that comes up, I'll let you know.
Okay.
And you know, hope you take my advice to heart and
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and give me your advice. So thank you.
No problem. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot that over, and you have a great day.
Thanks for coming on Pitch Investors Live. Go Sixers, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.
Yeah. And I hope your kid never takes her diaper off. No. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. See ya.